guys, welcome back to another episode of Love Royale. I know in the last episode, the first one, I kept saying Love Royal. It's Love Royale. I don't know, I guess it's just simpler to say Love Royal. But yeah, it's actually called Love Royale. But anyways, another episode of Love Royale Season 1. If you're new here, my name is Leia and welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. Join the fam. We are getting monetized this year. Journey to 1K subscribers. That is all this channel needs. It's all I need. Like, come on, please, guys. Please, I can't do this without you. So if you're enjoying my channel, if you're enjoying the content so far, please subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. I got more content coming. I know right now you kind of see me just focusing on gaming, blogs, and a couple of parade videos here and there, but trust me, I am trying to get different kind of content out there, just a little tricky with my job and all that. But anyways, I decided to recap the previously by just speaking it because the first episode was lengthy. And to sit there and chop it up like I normally do, it probably would have ran this intro dumb long. So previously on Love Royale season episode 1, because I'm saying previously, it makes it sound like I'm talking about Love Island or something else. But our bestie got us an interview. We met, what was his name? We met the stylist. I forgot his name. We met the stylist. He dressed us up because he said our look wouldn't do. We met Crawford. Told us that someone else got the job, so we didn't even get the job. We got escorted by that girl. We met Meghan Markle. She was pretty dope. Then spoke to the bestie. Also, our ex got engaged. Spoke to the bestie. Now she wants me to go on this Princess Diana mission. Went on this mission, bumped into Rory, found the secret carving, and then heard some talking. Rory dipped. Went to go see what's all that talking. It was Prince Harry and Prince William chatting. Prince Harry threatened William, talking about, oh, I'm going to tell your wife. Some drama going on. William punched Harry. I accidentally snapped a picture. And now we caught up. Whole lot in that first episode. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how this second episode is going to play out, being as though we got caught. Yeah, so let's just jump right on into it. Love Royale, Season 1, Episode 2. Let's go. Alright. Episode 2, Hair versus Spare. An unlikely ally gives you a chance to prove yourself. Who the hell are you? You're facing Prince William, the future King of England, and his recently returned bad boy brother, Prince Harry. Really? I'm dead. They got their role, the height. Damn, Prince William is 7'3"? One fight unofficial. You got Harry Spare 6'2", beaten up by the press often. I'm weak. Oh, knock it off, Harold. This isn't a Royal Rumble. You're the one who just hit me, remember? William points at the phone in your hand, realizing you've just witnessed their secret fight on the private grounds of Buckingham Palace. Did you just take a picture of us? Yes, I snapped a pic. Actually, I did. My camera was already open, so you need to delete that right away. You didn't send it to anyone, did you? No, I haven't shared it. No, of course not. I would never share something so private. Prince William breathes a sigh of relief. Thank goodness, that could have been a catastrophe. Worse than smacking your brother in the eye? Suddenly, your phone is knocked out of your hand. You look over to see Rory standing right beside you. He's now Secret Agent Sexy in an MI5-esque uniform. I apologize, Your Highness. Rory picks your phone up off the ground. I'll take care of this. Why did you knock my phone out my hand? Doing my job. I'm the Prince's Special Protection Officer. You're a shitty Special Protection Officer. Well, you're shitty at your job. You couldn't even protect your clients from each other. Rory's newly stony face remains unreadable. Can I have my phone back? Of course not, it's evidence now. Mr. Crawford arrives with several security guards in tow. Prince William, Prince Harry, I apologize. This intruder will be dealt with swiftly. Rory hands Mr. Crawford your phone. The evidence, Mr. Crawford? Mr. Crawford gives you a scathing look. I'll see you in jail for this, you American. What the? Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? You sit in a grand room set with long tables. A stern Mr. Crawford stands before you. Let's start with the obvious offenses. Trespassing in a protected site and conspiracy to harm the crown. Not to mention breach of privacy? What do you have to say for yourself, Miss Liv? I was with a palace employee. But I was escorted by a palace employee. Rory was with me almost the entire time. Not according to Mr. McKay. And you believe him? Absolutely, he is a member of the firm. While you are nothing more than a failed job applicant. It's clear you took that photograph as retribution for not getting the job. And I'll be sure you leave the palace in handcuffs for it. Mr. Crawford's phone buzzes. He checks it and looks even more displeased. I must attend to an urgent matter. Do not move. He exits as you call after him. Hey, I have rights! Suddenly, someone enters from another door. Heard they caught the biggest threat to royal security in decades. He's cute and carries a silver tray with a fancy dome on it. But you don't look like much of a criminal mastermind to me. And either way, though, you might be hungry. He places the fancy tray on the antique table in front of you. I'm Emerson, Palace sous chef. I'm Paige. Oh, I've heard. You're already a legend in these halls. But on to the reason I'm here. A good chef hates when his food gets cold, so... With a flourish, Chef Emerson pulls the clutch dome off his tray, revealing an open-faced grilled cheese sandwich. Today's jailhouse special is a Welsh rarebit. He beams with pride like he's telling you his favorite story as he describes the food in front of you. Fresh sourdough, brown ale, mustard powder, and mature cheddar toasted to perfection. Basically cheesy yummy goodness. He sits on the edge of the table and shrugs confidently, clearly wanting you to taste it. Go ahead, have some. It looks delicious. I'm starved. That looks delicious, and I haven't eaten in ages. You ravenously dig into the meal. Emerson nods happily. See, my job is done. Once you're done, he gallantly covers up the empty plates, then offers nonchalantly. And hey, don't worry too much. The royal family hasn't executed anyone in generations. Executed? Yeah, they stopped all that drawing and quartering torture stuff ages ago. And there are hardly any beheadings anymore. Is that supposed to make me feel better, Emerson? He lets out a playful chuckle. It was supposed to make you laugh, but I'm more a cook than comedian. Though, Britons do like to be a bit cheeky. Emerson slides into the chair beside you. Thanks for trying, but I'm freaking out just a little. Been there, but you do realize this isn't an actual jail, right? Real jails don't have shints, not even in Westminster. He flashes a comforting smile. My jailer feels pretty serious. Mr. Crawford wants to lock me up and throw away the key. About that, I do have some contraband that might interest you. He pulls out his mobile phone and offers it to you. You've had a crazy day. Might feel stressful now, but it's also crazy exciting. I'm betting someone out there wants to hear all about it. Maybe someone who loves you even? Someone, huh? Are you asking if I'm single, Emerson? He raises a single dark eyebrow above his piercing green eyes. Are you trying to let me know you're single, Paige? It's a cute stalemate, neither of you replying. Guess we'll both have to stay tuned. He hands you his phone. But for now, I honestly think talking to a best friend might help. So, want to use my phone to make a top secret call, Paige? Yes, I need to call Lucy. I really need to talk to my best friend Lucy. Have at it. Emerson hands you his phone and you video call Lucy. Lucy! Paige, you haven't returned any... I can't talk clearly again. Paige, you haven't returned any of my texts. I was so worried. Are you okay? What happened? Well, I saw Prince William punch Prince Harry and accidentally took a photo. Will's punching Harry? This is incredible. I can't wait to see the photo. Palace security is deleting it. Ugh, how can they destroy history like that? That's like deleting the Magna Carta. They don't see it that way. I'm being detained. Detained? Well, at least that warden behind you is pretty cute. Lean in and tell me what you think about the sexy chefy. You need to focus on breaking me out. Focus, Lucy. How are we gonna break me out of here? Unfortunately, I can't exactly climb over the Buckingham Palace gates in my pregnant condition. I can look into helicopters, though. Emerson lets out a chuckle at the thought. Hang in there, love. I mean, you're stuck inside a magic castle. Life ain't bad, honestly. Good way to look at it. Thanks, Lucy. And maybe bring that cute warden home with you. I don't feel like cooking tonight. LOL. Bye, Lucy. You hand Emerson back his phone. He flashes a warm smile, tickled by Lucy. She seems like a lot of fun. Me and my best friend know how to have a laugh, too. Lucy's ride or die, but now what am I supposed to do? Well, I should be getting back to the kitchens, but I don't want to leave until I've done everything I can to help. Got any other ideas on what might make you feel better? Break me out of here. Yes, break me out of here. Can't you sneak me off the grounds in a catering cart or something? Even if we did make it past the guards, I think they'd notice you were gone. Better to face the music now than spend the rest of your life on the run. I promise you're going to be out in no time. Mr. Crawford returns. Mr. Chan, what are you doing here? Just showing a little compassion for our American tourist. They're some of Her Majesty's biggest fans. Her Majesty has subjects, not fans. And Mr. Chan? Mr. Crawford narrows his eyes. In the future, don't feed the prisoners. Emerson leaves, flashing you a cheeky smile over Mr. Crawford's shoulder as a good luck wish. There's someone who wants to see you, although I am loath to understand why. Who? It is not your place to ask who. Just know you don't deserve the honor. You and Mr. Crawford enter a lavish white and gold room. Suddenly, a secret door behind a mirror and chest of drawers opens to reveal. I've been waiting for you. Oh my gosh, it's Princess Kate. Call me Duchess Kate. Sorry about the choir. Not sure how that happens, but it happens a lot. She winks at you, eyes glittering. May I present Her Royal Highness, Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge. Well, don't just stand there. Greet Duchess Kate with a respectful curtsy. You do a proper curtsy. Hello, Your Highness, I'm Paige. Wonderful to meet you, ma'am. That's a lovely deep curtsy. Even Her Majesty would be pleased. Allegedly, my sister-in-law was so nervous the first time she did one in front of the Queen. Well, she nearly hit her head on the ground. It was so exaggerated. Duchess Kate smiles at you. Mr. Crawford gives a rare nod of approval as well. Crawford, thank you so much for your help. Now, if you could give us a moment. Actually, I wouldn't advise that, ma'am. The person is a security risk. I'm aware of Paige's notorious reputation, but I think we can handle ourselves. Of course you can, Your Royal Highness, but... I've got this, Crawford. But thank you as always for your unfailing dedication and professionalism. I'll send for you when I'm done here. Mr. Crawford scowls as he leaves the room. Duchess Kate gives you a warm smile. Please, have a seat, Paige. First, tell me why I'm here. Can you tell me why I'm here first? You're very direct, aren't you? I am when I'm mysteriously brought to meet with royalty. Especially royalty who suddenly emerged through a secret passageway. It's not so secret, it's on the summer tour. Kate winks and then confidently sits on an antique seat. But I appreciate the directness, so let's put an end to the mystery. I'm very interested in the photo you took of my husband and his brother. I've seen it, of course. Oh, and it made me, well, let's call it curious. So I have another scenario for you. Let's say it was Meghan and me you saw fighting instead. Wait, what do you mean? You may have heard rumors of tension around Charlotte's dress fitting before Meghan and Harry's wedding. There's been all kinds of talk about who made who cry. Some of it quite public. So imagine you taking a photo of us in that moment, and we're going to put it on social media. How would you position the story? Would you suggest it was Meghan's fault, my fault, or be compassionate overall? I wouldn't post that photo at all. It's private. I wouldn't post that photo. It's a private moment. And while I appreciate your discretion, I still want to know how you'd frame the situation. So let's take that option off the table. How would you post a photo of this alleged moment that's been so gossiped about? Blame Meghan, blame me, or be compassionate overall? I support you both with compassion. It was a stressful time and you both have enough pressure. I'd support you with compassion. There's no reason to pit two women against each other, especially when all eyes are on you all the time. I'd suggest you and Meghan were both awesome and looked great under fire. Duchess Kate ponders your answer for a moment, her feelings unreadable. Finally, she gives you a slight smile. Thanks for indulging me, Paige. She stands abruptly and walks over to the secret passageway, opening the panel to step inside. Are you coming? You follow Duchess Kate into an opulent sitting room where you find Prince William and Prince Harry. Paige, you've already met my husband and his brother. Prince William and Prince Harry, who has an ice pack on his bruised eye, stare at you expectantly. Well, are you planning to just stand there all day? Oh, that's right. There's a proper way of doing this. Do a curtsy. You do a small curtsy to each prince. Hello, Your Highness. I'm Paige. Actually, he's not an HRH anymore. And you just love that, don't you? No comment. He does. You both remember Paige from earlier. Hard to forget, you made quite the entrance. What with all the trespassing and illegally taking photos on the palace grounds. What do you have to say for yourself, Paige? I'm really sorry about upsetting you. I'm so sorry about earlier. Feels like we got off on the wrong foot. That tends to happen when one is caught spying on a private conversation. That's why I'm apologizing. Honestly, I heard shouting and looked to see what was happening, and one thing just led to another. You were quite loud, Willie. Don't blame this on me, Harold. The point is, you're apologizing. I appreciate that, Paige. Alright, what's going on, Kate? Why have you summoned us all here? And what does it have to do with Paige? Paige applied for the social media manager position and was rejected by the firm. I think that was a mistake. Really? Don't act so surprised. You gave me a good reason. Oh, I can't wait to hear this. Yes, explain yourself, Kate. Paige understands the importance of privacy. But when privacy is no longer a viable option, Kate gives you a knowing smile. Firstly, Paige isn't looking to take sides. Duchess Kate gives you a warm smile. Given everything that's happened, I think that's important. But our talk also made me think she'll bring some fun to the account and make us more relatable overall. We could stand to be seen as a little less serious all the time. She also proved her discretion by not posting the photo. I believe she can be trusted. And with everything going on right now, having someone we can trust in the job is more important than ever. Wow, You're right, Kate. It must have been tempting to post, but Paige didn't. That shows integrity. She could be a great addition to the firm. Hard disagree. She should have posted that photo. After all, it was the truth. I've got the black eye to prove it. Since when are you interested in the truth? I'm all about the honesty. Will, do you remember what our fight was about? Perhaps I should remind you. Prince William cuts him off quickly. That won't be necessary. Well, William and I say yes, and Harry and Crawford say no. So it's a tie? Don't I get a vote? The Duchess of Sussex breezes into the room and smiles at you. Here we go again. Meghan whirls to face the royals. And I do have far more experience voting than the three of you combined. Since you know you're not allowed to vote at all. Or have opinions, passports, feelings, the list goes on. We're all aware of your opinions, Megan. You never shut up about them. At least Megan has her own voice. Unlike you two, the golden hair and his flawless wife who never do or say anything wrong. Whoa. Megan takes Harry's hand and squeezes it. It's okay, my love. We're not here to rehash the same old arguments. Of course not. Oprah's not around to hear them. That's right, Kate. I talked to my neighbor in Montecito that one time. And she just happens to be an internationally famous journalist. That's not something perfect Princess Kate would do. Thanks, Megan. If you think I'm perfect, then it must be true. Isn't that how it works in your world? You say it and it simply becomes a fact? Burn. Do you see what they're like, Paige? Be honest. After hearing all this, are you Team Sussex or Team Cambridge? You should all rise above this for the Queen. Can't the four of you rise above all this drama for Her Majesty the Queen's sake? I've tried. I really have. How did you try exactly? By starting a podcast to talk about real issues? And then casually spilling private family matters to keep people listening? Low blow, Wills. Megan is empowering people. Huh? Apparently you all can't rise above it. But you should. Her Majesty has given her life to service. You can do better. Wow, I can't tell you how nice it is to hear an unfiltered opinion from someone else in this place. We need someone like Paige to give us an honest perspective. I think she'd be the perfect person to create the royal posts. So, does that break the tie? The dukes and duchesses exchange looks. We need a moment to discuss this amongst ourselves. Of course. You walk out of the room as the family begins arguing in louder and louder voices. You're about to sit down on a gilded armchair when Duchess Kate slips out of the secret passage, closing it behind her. Paige, I'm glad I found you. While they're arguing, there's something else I need to talk to you about privately. There is? Yes, I think I know what you were doing in the stables earlier. Your mind races. What does she know? How? Did Rory tell you? No, I just have my suspicions about what you might have found. I need to talk to you about it. Before you can answer, Prince Harry burst in. What do you want now, Harry? Nothing from you. I'm here to chat to Paige. There are things about me and Megan and why we came back that I think Paige should know. Well, it'll have to wait. I've just asked to speak with her. Why don't we leave it to her? Good idea. So Paige, would you rather speak to me or Harry? Or both of us? I kind of want to go to Duchess Kate, I'll be real honest with you. You turn to Duchess Kate. I'd love to go with you, Duchess. Brilliant. I'm so glad. I suppose she acts first, but if you change your mind later, I'll be waiting in the gardens. Follow me, Paige. What I'm about to tell you requires privacy. You follow Duchess Kate, excited about what secrets may await you in the Mews. Duchess Kate escorts you through the Royal Mews. You pass fancy carriages and luxe autos. I know you were here earlier today, but I thought perhaps you'd like a proper tour. Oh, how are your guide skills? Duchess Kate smiles. I'll let you be the judge of that. She stops in front of a shiny black carriage with a leather top. This is the 1902 State Landau, which was built for King Edward. It's carried Her Majesty the Queen on many notable occasions and even William and me on our wedding day, though it's usually driven with the top lowered like the world's fanciest convertible. She smiles at you with a small chuckle. Now, if you'll follow me, Paige. Still in tour guide mode, Duchess Kate walks backwards to the next carriage. Her smile fades slightly. What is it? This is the glass carriage. It's the one Princess Diana took to her wedding. It always reminds me of that photo of her, stuffed and with all the tulle and taffeta, waving to the crowds. People say both those weddings were the stuff of fairy tales. But there's still so much more to our stories that no one knows. So many secrets yet to be uncovered. Duchess Kate looks away, caught up in her thoughts. Are you okay, Duchess? She snaps out of her daze and refocuses on you. Yes, sorry, I'm not the cherry tour guide you expected, am I, Paige? cheery. My bad. You were very knowledgeable. You're extremely knowledgeable. Very impressive command of facts and walking backwards. I'll take it, Paige, even if I think you're being a bit generous. So I won't quit my day job to become a docent anytime soon. And if I did, it would be at the National Gallery. Of course, I didn't just bring you here to talk about carriages. I wanted to discuss the secret Princess Diana carving. I trust you found it. I did. What does it mean? I've spent hours studying it and it's hard to know for sure, but I think it says HRH, Her Royal Highness. When William's parents divorced, his father had Diana stripped of her right to use the royal styling. William always promised her that someday, when he was king, he'd give it back to her. Did you see anything else in the store page? Anything I might have missed? I'm alive. You bite your lip as you decide to keep the second message a secret between you and Rory. Nope, just the HRA carving and a lot of hay. Duchess Kate nods. Just curious, I've never found anything else there either, but I hope I do. There are rumors that Diana left more secret messages in special spots, so let me know if you find any more. You and the Duchess continue walking through the mews. About what I said by the glass carriage. You mean that there's more to your stories than people know? Yes, much more. In fact, I'm still finding things out myself. And even though I've been a member of the family for some time now, I'm still discovering my place in it. I greatly respect William's mom and grandmother, but I want to build on their path. To be my own person, the best version I can be. Does that make sense? Yes, blaze your own path. Yes, you should blaze your own path, Duchess. There's no one way to be royal. You need to figure out how you want to do it. Thank you, Paige. Sometimes there's a lot of pressure to be exactly like them. So that's nice to hear. Though, just when I think I've got things under control, something surprising happens. Like Prince William punching Prince Harry? Yes, but even more so, why William fought with Harry. It sounded like Harry had a secret. He was threatening to tell the world. I believe it's something that could affect the whole family. So, you know what he meant? Maybe. Kate looks toward the stables, then returns her gaze to yours. We have to be very careful in this family. In fact, I've already told you far more than I expected to. So for now, I'll leave it there. I've kept you long enough. Before I take you back to the palace, do you want to go to the garden and speak to Harry after all, Paige? He seemed keen to talk. I've rarely seen him so intent on something. It could be important. No, I should get back to Mr. Crawford's office. No, I should really get back to the palace before Mr. Crawford discovers I've been exploring. Then I'll take you back, but I hope I see you again soon, Paige. As you walk back towards Buckingham Palace, you can't stop smiling about the special bond you now have with a Duchess. You enter the grand room where the Fab Four have reassembled. Well, Paige, we've discussed it and now agree that Meghan does indeed break the tie. But Crawford would still need to approve. I think that Crawford just needs to see you in action. What do you mean? A real assignment to prove you've got what it takes to do the job. I doubt Crawford will ever agree to that. Not if you asked him. But I've been known to be very persuasive. Kate moves closer to you, her eyes alive with an idea that clearly excites her. There's a gala tomorrow. A lot needs to be done beforehand to make it a success. You're right, we're planning to attend. You mean you're planning to crash? Hold on, Kate may be onto something here. Paige can help us get ready for the event. Crush this assignment and maybe you'll get to go to your very first gala, Paige. Sounds amazing, but when does this big assignment start? Kate smiles at you with royal confidence. It starts right now. Can you prove to the Fab Four that you've got what it takes to run with the royals? And maybe even get to attend your first royal gala? Find out in the next episode of Love Royale. Alright, so that was Love Royale Season 1, Episode 2. Another pretty lengthy episode. This one was about 30 minutes long. The last one was about 40 minutes long. I hope not every episode is this freaking long. Like, it's a lot of talking. I feel like it's a little too much. They need to make them a little shorter. Like, it's too much. Anyways, so yeah, they confiscated my phone, talking about throwing me in jail. Crawford is pissed off. Took me back to the palace. I met the sous chef. He fed me a grilled cheese. He was flirting a little. Got on the phone with my bestie because he let me use his phone. Thank you, Chan. Yeah, Crawford came back, took me to go see Duchess Kate. We was talking. I explained what happened. She said that she feels like I can do this job. They trust me. You know, they all discussing it, all that. And now they want me to do this assignment to prove to Crawford that I'm right for this job. So that's where we left off. I'm speeding through this because my camera's gonna die. So yeah, another pretty lengthy episode, pretty decent. It's all right so far. I am interested to see how this gala thing is gonna play out. But yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below how you're enjoying the game, if you're even playing. Are you interested? Do you find it interesting now that I'm playing it? Comment that down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.